Hey guys, it's Gio, and today I'm coming at you with kind of a different video. Recently, there's been a big fuss and a lot of controversy around this Baton Pass strategy that's been going around, made famous by Dennis's Baton Pass team, which sat at number one on the ladder for a really, really long time, like 4 months or around 4 months, and so now Smogon has implemented a OU suspect test, and they have given 3 options for what to do as far as Baton Pass goes. The first option is do nothing and keep the meta as it is. The second option is forbid the use of the move Baton Pass on more than 3 Pokemon on the same team, complex ban. And number 3, ban the combination of the move Baton Pass in conjunction with the ability Magic Bounce and the ability Speed Boost. So I've been doing some work trying to ladder up to the correct coil amount, which is 2,700 or more, on the OU suspect test ladder, as you guys will see next week in Showdown. But because I really feel strongly about this issue, and I think that the decision that the council or the voters make, I think is going to vastly change the metagame, and I feel like that there's one clear right option and 2 other options that are just kind of meh. So I'm going to kind of break down what the options are. The first one is, like, as we already talked about, do nothing and keep the meta as it is. In my opinion, this is the second worst option out of the 3, because it's clear right now that there is abuse in Baton Pass. Like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that no, like, Baton Pass is not an issue in the meta, and that Baton Pass is completely balanced, because no, it's not completely balanced. Obviously, if someone sat at the top of the ladder for 4 straight months, then, like, they're obviously using a strategy that's fairly broken. I'm not saying that Baton Pass is invincible by any stretch of the imagination. Like, I read through all of this in the thread. I've read through everything in the thread, and a lot of people have been acting like Baton Pass is invincible, but no, Baton Pass isn't invincible by any stretch of the imagination. But it forces people to vastly change their teams and really over centralize or use obscure counters in order to kind of take on Baton Pass. So overall, I do feel that, like, Baton Pass is a very broken strategy, but no shots fired at Dennis or anything. Like, I recognize that Baton Pass is not easy to play by any means. It's not just like an autonomous strategy that you can sit there and play while, like, half asleep. You actually have to make some predictions, and it's one heck of a team. Honestly, it's like one of the most dominant teams I've ever seen. But I do feel that it is broken, and it does need a nerf. But I'm not so that's why I don't think option number 1 is the best option. I'm going to jump over to option number 3 because I do feel like it is the worst option for Baton Pass right now. It's ban the combination of the Baton Pass in conjunction with the ability Magic Bounce and the ability Speed Boost. So that's another one of the complex ban options. To me, this is the worst out of all the options because it does a couple of things. It completely removes Espeon from the metagame because Magic Bounce Espeon is a great utility for bouncing back different hazards and status conditions. And, like, people can say, oh, well, shouldn't we just say that it can't have Pursuit and that'll solve all the problems? Well, Bisharp is running around more than ever right now, and the only way for Espeon to avoid being Pursuit trapped is by using Baton Pass. So Baton Pass still does have a lot of utility outside of just trying to make full Baton Pass chains. Another lesser used utility for Baton Pass is for, like, pseudo Volt Turn, so it gives people more switch initiative. While this isn't used that often, I still think that it is a viable strategy and people should be allowed to use it when they want to. And then also, quick passing is also affected by number 3. I don't feel like quick passing is a very broken strategy because it's basically just Ninjask and or Scolipede sitting there protecting substitute, protect substitute, maybe iron defense, and then try to baton pass those boosts out to something else and try to sweep from there. Like, because the reason I don't feel this is very broken is because usually the Pokemon they try to baton pass it into is good, it just lacks speed. So, but that means it can still be revenged by stuff that uses priority or sash variants of things, and I don't think quick passing is broken by any stretch of the imagination. Like, you're gonna have a very tough time telling me that quick passing is more broken than baton pass. So, like, number 3 has a lot of collateral damage, is I guess what I'm trying to say, because it removes more of the utility uses for baton pass, speed boost, and magic bounce. Number 2 is what I believe to be the best option, which is forbid the use of the move baton pass on more than 3 Pokemon on the same team, which is another complex ban. A lot of people have said that, oh, teams can just use the Scolipede Espeon core and acquire every boost they need to, like, get up to +6 and everything and just sweep a team from there. However, this isn't as easy as it seems, because the reason that there's other Pokemon on the Baton Pass, on Dennis's Baton Pass team, besides Scolipede and Espeon, is because there's other checks to Baton Pass, such as, like, Fly Spam. Like, Flying types destroy Baton Pass without a Zapdos. And if you just have 3 Pokemon with Baton Pass, you can't check things like Fly Spam. You can't check things like Parasong or Sound Moves even, because you need Mr. Mime for Soundproof. And overall, it just create, like, not having just 3 Pokemon on a Baton Pass team means that a Baton Pass team isn't viable anymore. In fact, we're going to jump over to Dennis's thread real quick. Let's see, Dennis Baton Pass. And so there's a quote here from Dennis that really explains why this is the best nerf to Baton Pass, and we're scrolling past his well-built team here. So basically what he says here is that, like, it is very hard for anybody to face, even if they know Baton Pass very well. But the core of Scolipede, Vaporeon, Smeargle, and Zapdos is the only way a Baton Pass chain can survive with all the new X and Y powerhouses, cough cough, Mega Evolutions, cough cough around. And that Dennis actually supports the option to nerf Baton Pass in this way. So the Baton Pass master himself, who has basically built the team that has dominated the X and Y metagame for the last 4 months, is even saying that the team can't survive with the complex ban. And the reason that we should choose option number 2 over option number 3 is that there's no collateral damage with option number 2, because quick passing and avoiding pursuit trapping can still be a viable option. You can't just have, like, a full Baton Pass chain, so there's no more collateral damage with that. Additionally, it sufficiently nerfs Baton Pass because if you just have Espeon, Scolipede, and Vaporeon, which is probably the best core out of the 3, then you have nothing to check Fly Spam, you have nothing to prevent Sound Moves, you have nothing to stop Parasong, and you can play around Taunt much better. So, overall, I believe that option number 2 is the best option for the Baton Pass OU suspect test. And the reason I made this video is really just because I want to hear your guys' opinions on this. It sounds like the vote is going to be like 60% number 2, 30% number 1, and 10% or 30% number 3 and 10% number 1. But I really do want to hear your guys' opinions, because I do feel that this is a very important issue that's floating around the meta right now, and it's going to change the outlook of the meta forever until they remove the Baton Pass clause. But that's all I have for today. I hope you guys did enjoy this short video. If you did, make sure to hit the like button or the dislike button if you disagreed with my opinions. You don't necessarily have to hit the like button, but it is well appreciated. Additionally, make sure to sound off in the comments below about what your opinions are on Baton Pass. Do you like it? Do you not? Which option are you going to choose if you do get the Rex? Are you going to get the Rex? I don't know. And make sure to subscribe if you guys are enjoying the content. Hopefully another episode of Emerald will be up this weekend, and we have a new series of Showdown next week. Hopefully trying to finish up OU. But aside from that, it's been Gio, and I'm out.